Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to another episode here. Oh, hello. They're also here to greet us. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to another episode here on the Fairy Tale Mine Colony. Bloomborough, that's the name of it. I forgot the name of the colony at the moment. And my cat is yelling at me in the background for attention and or food, who knows. Anyways, a couple things have happened since you guys last tuned in about a week ago. We have built a few more guard towers. They're all running around. Ooh, got a little bit of a lag spike there. As the sun sets, we'll do a little quick walkthrough, and then we're going to kind of jump right on into what we got planned for today. One, we got the decoration set up for the Twilight portal. This was fun to farm for. I have yet to activate the portal. I'll be doing that with you guys here. We got to throw a diamond into this, so that'll be fun. But we got a couple more guard towers, mostly to expand our borders, which is really nice. We had the original one that we built last episode, and then I have built a few more, as well as started cleaning up some of the buildings, the villager buildings and stuff like that. I need to actually go through here and actually clear this particular thing up just to make it look a little bit neater. But we got some more guards. We got them outfitted with leather and some stone swords, and they've been doing a great job patrolling. Outside of that, we've obviously have our courier hut over there, the warehouse over there, our town hall. Our builder hasn't really been doing much because, well, I don't want them building more guard towers. I have a plan for them for today's episode, which will be a lot of fun. Anyways, we're going to run over here for the last couple things that I built, which is, again, more guard towers. I think in total it's we have 6 guard towers now, so for a total of 6 guards, which hopefully will protect us from the raids. But we have that, and then also we built our first residence, which is where our forester lives. So we've done that. Made a nice little hole here. I've been doing a little bit terraforming as well, as we've been kind of going through and kind of like mapping out what paths are going to look like. And just it's coming along. It's coming along, and that's what matters. So what do we got on today's docket? Well, in order to keep progressing in the colony in the way that I am more or less
Chat
expecting
screen.
to.
Input message and press enter to send. Narrator, off.
There we go. Okay. Oh, okay. I guess I forgot to do some hockey shenanigans. Well, that's fun. All right. Anyways, always check your hotkeys. Check those key bindings for any mod pack. You never know what's gonna happen. Anyways, okay. So what do we got planned for today? What do we got planned for today? Well, one thing, I plan on cleaning up a little bit more of just the overall, like, pig pens and chicken pens and stuff like that to kind of make a little bit more room for terraforming as well as other buildings for the Fairy Tale pack. On top of that, in order to continue progressing and making room for ourselves, because if we open up our build tool, we can kind of take a look here. Because of the guard towers, we've expanded our borders, which is really good from the default little, I think it's like a 5x5 or something like that area that we have. Well, in order to continue expanding all of this, we need to actually set this up to upgrade our builder's hut. We can't upgrade any other buildings until we level our builder's hut up, because that is what allows us to level everything up. So right now, because we have a builder's hut of level 1, we can only build buildings up to level 1. Or I guess, in most cases, just level 0. In fact, what do you need?
You are so wise.
Oh, no. I gotta give them a carrot and a potato. Oh. Which actually, that's a good point to call out with the hospital. Mostly due to the fact that, like, if I look around and we see the borders here, I would love to be able to, like, tuck a hospital in over into that alcove and put the university over there, as well as build, you know, more residences over in that direction and some other, you know, logistical stuff to keep the colony flowing. But in order to do that, we got to level this up. So I'm gonna need, do I have a carrot and a potato? I have a potato. But no carrots. Actually, we might be able to go get a carrot real quick. But with that, we're going to actually be building, not really building. So time lapses for today's episode are going to be some upgrades of some of the more key buildings. All right, do we have any carrots over here? Wheat crops. Wheat crops. What? Anything in here? That's a nitwit. Oh, that person's yawning. I feel it. I feel you. It's early morning. It's very tiring. Kind of just looking around real quick to see if we got any carrots. If there's anything, and I'm not really seeing that, so that might be, is there anything here? No. Huh. All right. Well, I'm going to have to figure out where all my carrots went, because I had a couple at one point, and I don't. You got anything? No, other stuff. Good to know. Anything in here? Nope. Anything in here? Nope. All right. Well, the reason we need to upgrade, though, not only just for expanding our borders, but it gets us closer and closer to having more and more goals of like what we're going to need, because one of the big ways of making progress inside of a mine colony pack is usually around what it looks like to upgrade your colony. So take for example, right, if we're looking to upgrade from level 1 to level 2 here in this builder's hut, and we'll do that real quick by clicking on this, and we go to build options, fairy tale, and we say, hey, we're going to go ahead and upgrade. We can take a look and we see we're going to need spruce, birch stairs, rack, an architect's cutter, some andesite, granite, mossy cobblestone again. We see all these things that we kind of like need, right? And as we get further and further along in building and upgrading, what ends up happening is it starts requiring more and more exotic materials. And so I believe from level 2 to level 3, it requires nether materials, which means we'll be putting that nether portal together over there and journeying into the nether. This is fairy tale, which also leads me to believe that we're going to have to start getting some stuff from the Twilight Forest, which is why I put together the decoration for the Twilight Forest. And also, huge shout out to a commenter about reminding me to look in this mod pack to make sure that we have botany pots. Botany pots are a wonderful tool to be able to farm efficiently inside of a mod pack. And what they have here is hopper botany pots. And so what you can do, you get some terracotta, a flower pot, and a hopper, and you get one of these, and you can plant pretty much anything that's plantable inside of it, and it'll output immediately down into a chest. And from there, it just grows. Trees, they grow, it immediately puts out all the wood and everything like that, the wood and the saplings, apples, depending on the tree, into a chest for you to just kind of gather. And you can do that for food, you can do that for other materials that can be grown, such as sugar cane and everything like that. Really, really good way of efficiently farming things. And so, what we're going to end up doing is setting up a botany hopper pot farm for all of the trees and materials to kind of make my life a little bit easier for some of the initial injections of a lot of these buildings, so I don't have to like run over and like farm a whole bunch of trees or wait for the forester to grow things or whatever it might be. So huge shout out to not just one but several commenters had mentioned that in some of the past videos. So thank you again for that feedback and overall just advice. It's always good to hear. So what we're doing today, right? We're going to be upgrading the builder's hut. We're going to be upgrading our town hall. In fact, in true fashion, really, all of the buildings that we see here in our village are going to make an upgrade to level 2 or whatever the next level is. So we're going to see that. You're not going to time lapse all of them because I don't think you guys want to see 7 guard towers being upgraded to the next level. But things such as the town hall, the builder's hut, the warehouse over here, some of the more impactful buildings here in our colony, our tavern and stuff like that, we will in fact get a little bit of a time lapse going so you guys can see what that ends up looking like. So that's what we got going on today. And then afterwards, if during the time of me going out and getting all these materials to upgrade these things, I should come across some diamonds, which will allow us to open up the portal to the Twilight Forest. So we're going into level 2. We're going into hopefully the Twilight Forest at some point. And yeah, I'll also probably, in effort of like upgrading everything like that, we'll probably have another builder's hut come up. So we have 2 builders, which will make our lives a little bit easier going for the early on. We haven't had any raids yet, knock on wood. But I hope the 7 guards that we have are going to be more than enough. And I'm thinking in the process of getting that second builder, as well as upgrading the rest of, you know, Bloomborough, as it were, we can also kind of focus on making sure that we build out additional things like the hospital or a farm. I think a farm is going to be good. We should probably figure out where that's going to go. Because I'm thinking, before I cut away to future me to talk with you guys all during a time lapse, I'm thinking that this direction over here is going to be a good candidate to continue doing all of our residential. Just kind of like cascading residences like all up in these like little hills and everything like that. I think would be really neat and cool. Possibly. I like the idea of it. I think it has some potential there. These residences get pretty big too, so I'm thinking next one will be up elevated a little bit more. We'll put another one up a little bit higher as we grow it out, because right now we don't have too much to work that way. But it could be pretty nice. Could be pretty nice. On top of just some other little housekeeping things in terms of the overall colony, we do have our forester going. I think he might need an axe or something like that, or he's just being patient and waiting. But as soon, and I think honestly it's going to be in the level 2 era with all the upgrades, we're gonna need to get a mine set up. And I'm not sure where I'm going to put that mine yet, but I'm pretty sure we're going to need to get a mine set up so that we can make that jump from level 2 to level 3 just that much easier for us. Alright, yeah, and I've cleared out my old camp. I've done some pathing. Actually, do we have... we look in here. Is it? No. Inventory? That's not it. It is the other one. Do we have carrots? Oh, we do have carrots. If we click on that, it'll tell us where the carrots are. Perfect. Nice. Okay, cool. So we can, in fact, cure this person of influenza. No, I know it's getting late. Don't run to your house yet. Nope. Come here. Come here. I'm gonna cure you.
Good to see you.
Yes. Nope. Inventory. I didn't mean to give you all of it. Hold on. There you go. Have your potato and carrot. Be cured of the flu. Well, as the sun sets on this day right here, we're going to go ahead and just kind of do a cut to some time lapses and talk about what we're going to be going for next here in this thing. And hopefully I don't die as it turns to night. I've had a couple close calls with death. In fact, I've died more times than... Oh, man. I just said about, like, how I didn't want to do a raid. Okay, well... this, I think, is a really good... Actually, I don't like to put... hold on. What did that say? A mysterious sunken shipwreck has been spotted to the southwest of Bloomborough. It's a small sloop. You should consider destroying it. Oh, okay. Alright, that's... to the southwest. Oh, it's all over there? Oh. Alright, well, I'm gonna go run over here and see if we can see it. Well, I'm gonna sleep. And then see if we can see it. This is actually a really good use case to explain raids and what I had not actually done correctly in my last playthrough, which was I took care of a lot of the problems myself with the raids as they happen in the previous colony, which in most cases that's what you'd think would be good. However, what ended up becoming the problem this time, or in that last time, is that like it scaled up due to Oh, hey, look, there's pirates going. It's scaled up due to, well, me taking care of everything. So, while having them come over here, we have guards. We gotta let our guards kind of take care of it. But I need to go and actually destroy the shipwreck thing. If I take care of the guards, though, like if I were to like be the one to do it, and the guards don't do it, the overall difficulty and the rating and stuff like that is going to become increasingly more and more difficult. So we want to avoid that at all costs. But what do you mean everyone's tucked into bed now? Oh my goodness. So anyways, I'm gonna go pop on over here and kind of see what's going on. Go for a little swim, nice little swimmy swim, if you will. I got plenty of guards. They should be fine. And on top of that, there's like iron golems and stuff like that over there. It should work out. All right, so there was a. It was over here somewhere, right? Somewhere in this particular area. I go underwater. Can I see it? Oh, is this it? Oh, that is it. Okay, well. Oh, there's a lot of them over here. Okay, let's go down. Okay, so they have a spawner. It's saying a spawner here. Okay. I don't really have anything with me to be able to break that. I need a pickaxe. I need a pickaxe. Well, hopefully they're all fine over there. The dream. Do I not have any? I don't have anything. Do we have? Oh, here's one right here. There we go. Yes. Look at me. Look at me go. Do that. To do this. This. And like a stick. That's white wool. I'll just break this real quick. Let's go find me another bit of wood here just to make a pickaxe. You go there, you go there, give me that. I guess I should have just kept this down. Was not prepared to deal with a raid at all. I hope no one's like dying over there. You know what I mean? Hopefully I don't run out of breath as I go down here to deal with this. We're just going for it. We're going for it. We can heal through it. We can heal through it. Don't do it. Don't do me like that. Oh. Oh. Alright, so, I'm gonna go deal with this, and, we'll come back after the time lapse. Talk to you guys then. And hello, everybody, this is Time-Lapse Rev. I almost said Editor Rev, but I'm not the editor, Nom's the editor. I mean, aren't we all just the editors that we made along the way? That's not even a really good just kind of thing to go into. Anyways, here for a time-lapse talky-do. I have no idea how long the time-lapse actually is, but I hope to fill it with, you know, some wonderful stories, a music recommendation, talking about the build itself, and a whole bunch of other things in between. So up first we have, of course, the Builder's Hut being upgraded to the next level. Kind of cut in a little bit halfway to it simply because my footage got a little bit corrupted on the front half OBS crashed on me. Really weird. I don't know why. It's the first time it's done that. But we managed to still be able to get a little bit of something here while it's building. And then later on, we're also going to see the town hall expanding as well. Really excited about the fairy tale pack. Super cool. At this point of how I go about recording everything, it's, oh man, it's some fun stuff. It is some fun stuff. I recorded this after the outro, so I've done like a little bit more, so like I can use this as almost like a teaser of what's going to be happening and all that. Anyways, fun stuff. Fairy tale, fantastic, love it. You guys are going to love what's going on. Anyways, again, with the I'm in observer mode, I'm kind of like floating around to get the angles and stuff like that, simply because I've tried getting a couple of the mods, and some of them did work. I managed to get the one that I was using for the Arcane Isles playthrough to work a little bit more in my favor. However, with how long it takes for builders at this level to do things, and like it going to like nighttime and then they sleep, and then like I'm still orbiting around and everything like that, it's just, it's easier for me to configure it with the toggle of changing it over to being daytime to kind of keep that, you know, going through. So it's not fully true to like a vanilla playthrough of what someone might experience with Minecolonies, and I do kind of apologize for that, but for the sake of content and to kind of like push things together, I toggle it to day for these time lapses so that, you know, things can kind of be all in one take, so to speak. I know eventually in the university you can do some research to make people work throughout the night, which will make things a lot easier, but that's like way down the line. So with that being said, I'm really excited. A lot of this is just really cool, and the terraforming has been fun to say the least. I have some really cool ideas of how I want to like lay out like the natural paths for this place. Coming from a style pack like Caledonia, or even just like the base one, where a lot of the decorations are like included with like roads and trams and trolleys and all this other kind of stuff, having something that is just as simple as player built roads and player built bridges and stuff like that, so much, just, I can feel the creativity, like almost like the inspiration come from like what I want to do with this. I'm just, there's so many ideas. Now, to kind of change gears a little bit here, I want to do the song recommendation and also kind of just talk about a little bit of music in general here with you guys. Dive a little bit into the synesthetic mind that I have, the whole seeing colors and stuff like that. And this song in particular is one that kind of came at a time in my life where I started realizing that I listened to music much differently than other people, and or like I guess I would say a vast majority of other people. When I listen to music, I listen to really the composition, the instruments, the vocals, and how all that layers and stuff like that, which has inspired me to play guitar and learn music and everything, but all of the colors that kind of present itself. And when I put together playlists, or, you know, be that for like the gym, or for partners, or for friends, or even when I would do orchestral stuff for video games and all this other kind of stuff, I always go for like color, moods, and palettes and things of that nature. And when I was young, this song in particular, I had put on many of playlists, be that for, you know, girls I was trying to impress, or friends that I was trying to fit in with. And it was at that time where I was swapping playlists with people, and it dawned on me that people weren't putting as much thought into curating a playlist in the same way that I do. So for this song, I'm going to give you the song first and then kind of talk a little bit more about what I was meaning with how I curate stuff. So I've talked about this band in the past. I think, at least I've mentioned them in the past. I don't believe I've done a song recommendation. I'm not seeing it on the list that I have here next to me. But the band is 3 Days Grace. Want to talk about this band because apparently as of when I'm recording this a couple days ago, the lead singer is back and going to be working with the band again, which is kind of really cool, just to kind of hear how his voice has matured and what they're going to be putting out for, because the new singer is also, he does great work, fantastic, but I've been thinking about him, I've been listening back to their discography and just really going through it, and this song came up, which is Never Too Late. Really popular song, one of the, like, I believe, top 5 for them, that often gets played quite a bit. Phenomenal acoustics, great riffs, lyrics fantastic. It's just, chef's kiss. This song, for me, marked a important milestone, or at least it's one that I can usually, like, kind of look back to as an anchor point, where, you know, sitting down with friends and seeing this band, 3 Days Grace, this song, Never Too Late, or, you know, some of the other ones within this particular album, constantly on a lot of people's playlists. And this song in particular is a very blue song to me, especially with, like, the chords, the drums, the vocals. Like, it's lots of shades of blue, lots of shades of purple. It's very cool toned. There's a couple greens here and there, and when you have the splashes of color that really make things pop, especially when the emotion starts coming into the song for, like, a lot of the choruses and everything like that, you know, it all works really well together. And when I would make a playlist utilizing this song, all of the accompanying music would also be blue, or at least cool tone bass. So it'd have the blues and the purples, these really deep, rich, you know, like darker greens and stuff, like really kind of like a nice melody, you know, harmonious, if you will. And I remember sitting in a class and, like, getting a playlist from someone and listening to it, and this song was, like, up first, and I was like, oh, okay, we're hitting it off strong. 'Cause I normally, this wasn't a song that you kind of open up with a playlist for. Like, this is like, you kind of lead into it a little bit, you know, get a couple buffer songs, and I'm like, all right, cool, so it's gonna be blue, right? I remember distinctly thinking, I'm like, all right, this song, it's gonna be a blue song, so that means this playlist is going to be very blue, or at least cool toned. And then the next song, I don't remember what the next song was offhand, but I remember it being, like, one genre, completely different genre, which isn't usually too much of a factor, but a completely different genre. And then suddenly it was very in my face, like this Christmassy color, red, bright reds, bright greens, bright yellows. And I was like, whoa, you know, like, I'm into the cool tones, and then suddenly a warm tone, and then we get into, like, some electric neons, and we start getting into some, like, more earthy tones, and, like, there was no real rhyme or reason. And I remember going to the person and being like, so, like, interesting choice of songs, like, why did you arrange it in this way? Like, why, what was the color palette, like, what's going on? And man, they gave me this look like, the heck are you talking about, Rev? Like, what do you mean? Colors? Wild. And barring the mental breakdown that I had shortly thereafter, realizing that I saw the world in a different way than most others, like, it's something that stuck with me. And oftentimes, like, the nostalgia of listening to this song, one, the opening lines, be it the vocals, the opening riff with that acoustic guitar just ringing, like, just hit somewhere in my soul. And I use this as, like, a way of just, like, a jumping off point to reach out to you guys. For those who have been following along in this journey so far with me, which, one, love the support. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. It's amazing. But I want to reach out to you guys, because those who have been following along and give song recommendations and comments on, like, the videos with hints and tips and tricks and all that kind of stuff like that, I see you, I appreciate you, and it means the world. It absolutely does. But what really makes my heart swell and fills me with so much of emotion is the music recommendations. Like, I absolutely just love it. And I hope that when you guys are offering music recommendations and stuff like that, obviously I'm not expecting you to be like, oh yeah, this is like, it's a yellow song and all this. But when you guys share things with it, like, you share it from a place of like, this is your favorite song, you know? Like, this isn't just I heard this on the radio, I'm just putting something down just to put something down. Or not really every, but most of the song recommendations you guys send my way has some kind of story associated with it. And it makes me feel so wholesome and feels like I'm being hugged by music. It's fantastic. It brings so much value to it. And I really just can't thank you guys enough for that particular level of engagement. I know a lot of other people on this platform really are looking for like the likes and the subscribes and all that kind of stuff, but the music journey that we're all going on together with all these different song recommendations, be it from you guys, be it from my own catalog, be it from new music that comes out every single day, which is crazy how much music comes out every single day. It's a wonderful time. It's a wonderful time. Which I've already kind of reminded you guys already, but you know, hey, if there is music that you really enjoy, I would love to hear it. If you want to share that story down in the comments below, by all means do. If there is a song that means a lot to you, or if it's a song that like just so happened to be playing in the background when you got that home run, or you finally beat that Dark Souls boss, or it means something because of whatever type of event, you can share it if you want. If not, you can just share the song name. I'll put my own story to it. In lieu of all of that, though, I am putting together the playlist, the community playlist. It's been very slow going, mostly because as we get into the fall months, a lot of things get pretty hectic in the life of Rev, I will say. And my Spotify actually ended up crapping itself out. I can't remember if last episode or the one before that I was mentioning this, but yeah, no, my Spotify decided to absolutely just lose itself. And because of that, I decided to take the plunge over into the Apple Music world. Fun hashtags and notes. I'm not sponsored by any of these guys. If they were to sponsor me, that'd be fantastic, but I'm not. And I've always wanted to kind of jump back over into Apple Music and give them an actual, like, go. I've been enjoying it so far. There's some pitfalls and hurdles and just relearning different things. But all in all, it's been pretty good. All of that to say, I am in the process of like putting that playlist together. I'm hoping to have it together across all music platforms, be that Apple, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube music here on YouTube, wherever it is that you get your fix. Is Pandora still a thing? I don't think so. It might be. That might also just date me, like, by a lot. Anyways, I'm putting that all together, and I think you guys will all appreciate that. I think, though, that's going to be it for me for the time lapse. I don't know how much is going. I don't know how fast Nam made it go. You know, the only other housekeeping thing that I'll have here before ending it is two things. One, secondary channel is coming along. I'm still workshopping that. Mostly saying that for the note of my editor because they like to poke me about it all the time. It's coming along, Nam. You'll get the information as it comes. Heart signs. Big heart signs. Please don't bully me too much. The second thing is actually in the same sense of that. Would it be fun? Would it be fun to actually no, I'll leave this one. I'll leave the suspense actually. It's something that's going to have to do with the editor and potentially bullying me with music. But we'll see how it goes. I have an idea. It might also involve you guys as well with song recommendations. Yes. Probably. Most likely. Anyways, thank you guys for just listening to me ramble while Minecraft stuff is being built in the background and my editor bullies me. I don't actually know if they do or not. I do watch these videos back, but they have a tendency to sneak little Easter eggs in and other little animations that I just happen to look away from and I don't catch it. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. It's crazy. Anyways, I'll see you guys back in the video for the outro. Hope you guys are having a lovely Monday. drinking, staying hydrated, knocking out the week, or whatever day it might be for you whenever you're tuning into this. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you with past Rev from the future, and we'll talk about what's going to be happening next. Alright, we're back, and our builder here is in the process of actually finishing up the town hall. Figured we could start here. While they were obviously putting this together and the builder's hut, I went a little splunking, also took care of some other things, managed to get a diamond, which means we're going to go ahead and open up that twilight portal. But first, let's go ahead and come over here and take a look-see at the work that they did at the builder's hut. I haven't actually looked inside. I kind of kicked it off and went and did some stuff while flying around and everything like that. But they're finishing the... Hey, it's raining again. Oh my goodness, so much rain. Getting flashbacks to that previous series. Took a little sleep. Do all that right there. Awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed the song recommendation this week, though. I know I certainly have been listening to a lot of good music, and you guys have been giving some great suggestions as well, so hopefully that comes in clutch. Anyways, we're going to be finishing this one off and then kicking off probably the guard towers. Yeah, all the guard towers are going to be knocked out next. However, in the interim, while all that's being built, we're going to be kicking off the Twilight Forest and then kind of taking a step on over in there and loading in for the first time, just to kind of, you know, see what it's like and hopefully not die. I don't know how to get rid of that. That needs to, we're going to deal with that at some point. What I plan on doing in between episodes, between this week and next week, though, before we jump on over into the portal, is I'm going to get all of our buildings up to the minimum of level 1. We're going to get a couple more things, such as a hospital in... Actually, what else we got here? We're going to get a hospital, a residence? No, we'll probably go for a restaurant, because we need to feed people. Hospital... Restaurant. In fact, actually, let's go over here to the builder's hut real quick. We're going to take a look and see what we need for level 2, level 1 to level 2 to level 3. I believe it's either going to ask me to go to the Twilight Forest, or it's going to ask me to go to that nether. We can take a look-see here. Build options. In order to get to, yeah, warped. Okay, so it wants us to go to the nether in order to get up to the next one. Cool, so we're gonna be doing that. Oh man, a lot of warped. Canopy chest. Yep, Twilight Forest. Oh boy. Yep. A cuckoo clock. Oh boy. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna be going to the Twilight Forest. We're definitely gonna be needing to go to the nether, so we're gonna get that set up. Oh, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And this person, one of the things I've noticed, they did it for this one as well. They took all the torches up and then put new torches down. Weird. Strange. Also, like, there's a torch just like in the middle of the way now. All part of the process, right? All part of the process. But hey, with this being level 2, we can do a couple more things other than, like, obviously more things being claimed. What are you... What? Okay, I guess. Villagers be villagers, as they say. So, let's see. 111... 11. We got 2 unemployed. I think I'm going to... If I can make the Fisher's Hut, like, I think that's going to be one of the things that I'm going to go for first. Let's see. Fishers... yeah, should be able to. Cool. So I might be making a fisher set so we can start doing that. So let's see, before we go and put that in, looking at the fundamentals, we do need to make a hospital because you've already started seeing people get sick. That'll certainly help. Probably get a couple more residences in, a few more guard towers. A restaurant will come in to help people, like, just kind of, you know, eat. And then, of course, I think a mine will finally be in order here. I'm not exactly sure where the mine's going to go, but we're certainly going to do it. Yeah, that's we've expanded in a couple different ways. We'd like to see it. We're definitely going to be expanding more once we upgrade those guard towers over there. But first, let's come over here. Let's go ahead and... This person... What do you need?
Yes.
Oh, influenza. Everyone's got influenza. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this Twilight portal thing going and actually see what this looks like. If I recall correctly, I just gotta... Oh, jeez. Well. What do I need to upgrade this? Create mossy negastone. Okay, so I do need a lot of stuff from there. Okay, cool. Wow. All right. Well, let's go in for the first time, just to kind of see what ends up happening. And wait, actually, can I? Oh. Do I need to set home? I'm gonna just set home. Just in case. But let's go ahead. See what happens. Oh. Ah, there we go. Look at us. Immediately in. Oh, put us right next to a little bird. Got some birds here. We got some glass. I have no idea what that thing is. Oh man, we're gonna have to do so much exploring. What is this? Canopy? Twilight oak. So we got twilight oak and we got canopy. And to a very big tree over there. Oh, this will be fun. This will be fun. Look at the map real quick. Oh, Questran. Oh, there's certainly a bad spot. Death Tome. Big old circles. Oh. Alright, well, we've had certainly a day today. We're going to be doing a lot of upgrading and everything, getting everything up to level 2, building out more of the fundamentals, and kicking things off next time with possibly level 3 things, and or me somehow maybe surviving here in the Twilight Forest. I don't know, I feel severely under-geared in just iron. I think I need to go do some more splunking to get more diamonds, and oh yeah. Yes, we're definitely gonna be doing this, and we're gonna be checking out the Nether. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. I know this episode is probably gonna be a little bit on the shorter side than usual. However, I thank you guys all for tuning in. I hope you guys have a lovely week. Stay warm if it's cold. Stay cool if it's warm. And, you know, listen to some good music this week. Drink some good tea. Do a little dance. Just enjoy. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Thanks for all the likes, the comments, the subs, all that kind of fun stuff. And I will see you next week as we build out this fairy tale world even more. What is that back there? I'm probably going to die by getting distracted. Anyways, bye guys. See you next time.